Hello and welcome to another episode of the Confident Musician Show. My name is Brett Cusack, aka Megalove, and I'm a musician and confidence coach. And at the Confident Musician, we help musicians to overcome self-doubt and overwhelm to be able to create more confidence than you've ever thought possible so you can share your unique voice, make music, and share your unique talent with the world. All right, without further ado, let's jump into our video today. We are talking about 5 pro tips to create an inspired morning routine. And for me, this isn't necessarily about creating an inspired routine, but it's about having a set of strategies that you come back to and reassess and continue to work and develop over your life. So this is not necessarily a defined list of exactly what's going to work for you, but I do believe that these are some things that I've tested. I think you could get a lot of value out of them. All right, without further ado, let's jump in. So tip 1 is to start with some movement. So 2017, I got right into CrossFit and I was doing 5 or 6 days a week. Some really intense exercise. And that didn't necessarily work out the best for me. I got addicted to that. So I was very grateful for my body to give me some signals to say, hey, maybe this is not the most important thing you could do. So that actually helped me redirect my attention back into actually doing more music. So what I do now, which I think is a great baseline, is to actually do a half an hour to 45 to sometimes an hour long walk most days. So whatever that movement is for you, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's doing a bike ride, whether it's doing some skateboarding, don't try and listen to personal development books while you do skateboarding, because I was riding my bike recently and as a 38-year-old had a big stack of listening to a personal development book instead of maybe listening to music, which might have created a better rhythm for me. So yeah, tip 1 is to do something to get your body moving and get you connected to your body and your mind, because #life is movement. Tip number 2 is to look at your mission and to just acknowledge where you're going and are you on track? Because when you're feedbacking with yourself, you're always constantly looking at, all right, this is where we're going, this is where we're going. It just helps you stay grounded, certain, present, and helps you tackle more challenges that probably not fun or easy, but might actually be the things that you actually need in order to move forward. So life is going to have a mixture of pleasure and pain always, and when we choose the things that are more pleasurable over the things that are more painful, then we don't necessarily develop the thick skin that we need and the persistence and the creativity and the consistency in order to tackle the inspiring challenges. So connecting with your mission and your why just helps you acknowledge where you want to go and then choose which direction that you actually want to go in. All right, so tip 2 is to have a look at whatever your mission is. Tip 3 is to focus on some gratitude. And I might actually look at gratitude before my mission statement. It just helps me get centered and present with what's actually happening in my life. So when I talk about gratitude, it's not like I'm grateful for my legs, I'm grateful for my arms, I'm grateful for the sun, although I am grateful for those things. But what I try to do is actually to get grateful for the challenges that I'm facing. So life, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think for a lot of us musicians, we start out with this rose-colored glasses on. We want to be rock stars and we want to make music. We want to make everybody happy. But the reality is that there are some certain responsibilities that go along with those things, and certain aspects of that fantasy are also quite difficult and quite challenging. So some things, examples might be marketing, administration, tax, sales, marketing, graphic design, video clips, reaching out to people about gigs. These are the not so fun, not so easy things, but they are the things that actually help you move forward. So the reason why I start with some gratitude is actually to connect the things that I'm facing, the challenges that I'm facing, to actually be grateful for their adversity and how they're actually helping me so that they become on the way instead of in the way. So tip 3 is to get grateful for whatever it is that you're facing at the moment. Tip number 4 is, what are your highest priority action steps? So with your mission and your gratitude, what are the things that are going to help you move the needle the most? So the things that I'm talking about are like, generally they're got to do with serving other people in some way, shape, and form. So for me today, some of the highest priority action steps was 1, looking after my mental health. So you can probably tell I'm not in my studio, and I've got one of the next videos I've got is how to make cool video content. I was like, I'm not going to do that one today because I'm not in my studio, but talking about consistency and making sure you get things done while you're traveling. Not necessarily no excuses, but there's always a way to get things done. So what are your highest priority action steps? So for me today was doing an online performance double single launch. And so getting some graphic design done for that was not so fun, not so easy, and dealing with what happens if people don't want to come and blah, blah, blah. So making sure that was done and finished and posted. So that was one of my highest priority action steps today. Got that done, which is exciting. And then you want to number those highest priority action steps from 1 to 7. And I say do 1 to 7. If you can do 1, that's awesome. So, if you're a human being who used to be into music, but now you've got kids and a job that's not aligned with maybe your music, maybe just doing one thing every day or one thing every week is an important step for you. So what are your highest priority action steps to move in the direction that you want to go? And you've got to be realistic with wherever you are. So number them from 1 to 7, and then do number 1, whatever the most important thing is. And generally that's to do with ringing somebody about, I need some help with this or blah, blah, blah. And then tip 5 is to get a coach or a mentor to help you speed up the process so you don't have to do everything on your own. Just looking across the Facebook, see whether there's anyone asking any questions. Nope. Alrighty, so tip 5, get a coach or mentor to help you speed up the process. And that's why I've created my latest course, which is called Confidence and Happiness Secrets. So as you've probably gone out throughout this video, you probably started to realize that, maybe there's some things that I don't actually understand about my internal world that I need to look at. And that's what I love to help people to do, is actually to understand what's actually happening inside, so we can make things better on the outside. So if you are curious about that, you can grab a link on the link below, Confidence and Happiness Secrets. It includes how to master time management for musicians, how to avoid procrastination for musicians, how to write songs that stand out, and a couple of other really cool bonuses in there as well. So grab your copy of that below. Alrighty, so let's do our TLDR. It's just to recap our topic today, our 5 pro tips on creating an inspired routine. Tip number 1 is to do some movement, to get out of your sleep mode and get your body moving so that you're prepared for the day. So whatever that is, a walk, a run, a skateboard, some sort of movement. It could be yoga, gym for some people, whatever it is. Tip number 2 is your mission statement. What are you working towards and why? And sometimes I like to play some inspiring music along with that as well, just to get connected with what it is I'm doing and my purpose, and connecting with the whole reason why I do what it is that I do. And that's to help people understand themselves, feel significant in themselves, not try to be being rock stars and trying to get it on the outside, because whatever you do on the outside, you're never going to get it on the inside. So tip number 2 is your mission statement. Tip 3 is getting grateful for whatever adversity and challenges you are facing. The things that we are grateful for is fuel. Anything that we can't be grateful for is baggage. So if you've got stuff that is in your world right now that you cannot be grateful for, then it's going to be dragging and it makes your life a drainer. So always be looking for the hidden blessings and seeing how that's serving you, and then things become on the way instead of in the way. Tip number 4 is to list out your highest priority action steps and then number them from most important to least important, and get number 1 done, or number 2 or number 3. And if you can get all 7 done, that's awesome, and congratulate yourself. And if you don't get them done, that's okay. You can do them tomorrow. It doesn't matter that you get all of them done. It does matter that you're consistent. So doing one thing every day or every week or whatever it might be is going to move the needle. But obviously the more that you do, the better. Tip number 5 is to get a coach or a mentor to help you speed up the process. And if it sounds like I might be the person to help you, you can book a quick Q&A call with me on the link below this video, so I can have a conversation with you, figure out what your challenges are, and talk about what the strategy might be for us moving forward. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you know somebody who needs to work on their inspired morning routine, tag them in this video or share it with them in a DM. And until next time, have a great day, make music, make a difference. I'm Brett, aka Megalove, and I will see you on the next video. Catch you later.